Well, next tonight, why you're being asked to choose your next Police and Crime Commissioner. Campaigning is already well underway for the election on May the 2nd. It's actually your chance to influence policing and crime prevention. Well, our social affairs correspondent Jeremy Ball is here to look at what the job of a PCC actually entails and why we should vote.
Well, the campaign leaflets are already popping through our letterboxes, but what does your Police and Crime Commissioner actually do, and what powers do they have? Well, when it comes to who's in charge of the force, it's the PCC who hires and also fires the Chief Constable. They also make decisions about funding the police, as well as crime prevention and victim services, and how much we pay for all of that through our council tax. They set policing priorities too, how to protect us from serious hidden threats like cybercrime and terrorism, and how to balance that with tackling everything from domestic violence to burglary and stabbings. So I've been asking people in Oakham what their priorities are.
Look at how best they can actually improve the road safety without spending too much money.
Maybe like drink driving and maybe having more like police on the roads.
I would like to see more police officers on the beat, definitely.
More police presence in the town, definitely. Because we do know a few people have had cars stolen and things like that.
Not hate crime. Not hate crime, OK?
Oakham's in Rutland, but it's in the Leicestershire police force area, so there's another balance to strike. The balance between policing those quieter, more rural areas and focusing on hotspots and the busier cities. So, do the same things matter most on Belgrave Road in Leicester?
Break-ins, you know, there are a lot of break-ins going on, and obviously there's the main concern.
The shoplifting things is absolutely ridiculous. People, if they're stealing under 300 quid, they're not getting arrested. They need to arrest someone if they nick up a chocolate bar.
What will decide your vote, do you think?
Maybe knife crimes and stuff like that.
Drug dealings in this area. The night time especially, very, like sometimes it's fighting.
More patrols on the streets, especially at nights. It used to happen, doesn't happen anymore.
Over the next few weeks, the political parties will all be angling for your vote, and we're already hearing competing claims about whether crime figures are getting better or worse. You can argue that either way, depending on how far back you look and whether you include online scams, for instance. There are also competing narratives on police numbers and police funding and whether those figures have kept pace with inflation and a growing population. Who's going to win those arguments? Well, that's your decision on May the 2nd.